Maybe a little skateboard may help. Just a little one. Keychains may be the key to life, but it may also be the key to get your second stimulus. This is Home LA8, and your midday lighthearted show is now underway. Thank you for joining me live from Los Angeles. This is LA8 and a great day across the board. It's warm outside. It's actually quite sunny. You have some good light coming on in. So I'm glad you're here on a great day in which I have updates about your second stimulus check, your third stimulus package, your Cash Act, and we're already flickering in the Instagram room again. Let's not flicker. I don't know why the Instagram simulcast sometimes flicker. This is Home LLA, in which I give you an update about your stimulus, and then about at the 20-minute mark, I give you a little bit of lighthearted update about how to keep the home fun, easy breezy, lighthearted with not too many pennies on the table. And I'm here, you're here, and let's see who else is in the room. We have people from both Instagram and Twitter and also the YouTube room tuning in live. So thank you for joining me. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. Go to the Funds channel, subscribe, so you are part of this incredible community. I'll be going live throughout the day and also taped. I'm next back with you taped at 3:30 Pacific Standard Time with Check. Then 5-10 minutes after that is Third Stimulus, which is really a big show to watch. I'm going to try to bring back Purple right after that. And then I'll be live with Being a Mitch. And then shortly after that, I'll be coming back with Eating's Ally. What a day it is. Also like this video. And for those of you who are new members to this channel, new Purple Hawks, Purple Power members like Sandy and Shari, who I see now right in the room, are Purple Hawks or Purple Powers. Well, thank you for joining me. And also, if you are a Calcino VIP, then I salute you. So Lloyd's going to give you a big moolah. Nancy Pelosi's in the room, and she is a member as well. So thank you, Nancy. So much happening across the board. I'm going to be cutting first to Washington and the breaking news that will impact your stimulus. Then I'll be going to Cash Act. Then I'll be going to second stimulus, the $600. Then I'll be going to free internet. Can you imagine? Great news, free internet. And then we'll be continuing a second stimulus, and then I'll answer some of your questions, and then we'll get some skateboards, little skateboards. And with that, let's get to the breaking news. The breaking news is that minutes ago, Nancy Pelosi says that unless Trump's cabinet members evoke the 25th Amendment, which they may still, she's going to move for impeachment of the President of the United States. So what does this mean for your second stimulus? What does this mean for your third stimulus? And what does this mean for your Cash Act? First, it means nothing for your second stimulus because the second stimulus packages have already been approved as law, and all the money is en route to the agencies or in the agencies. So it has nothing to do with your second stimulus package. Second, what does it have to do with your third stimulus package, your Biden stimulus? The Biden stimulus, which would start around January 21st, 22nd, has nothing to do with this. This is about events of the next 2 weeks between now and January 20th. So what does it have an impact on Cash Act 2021, the $2,000 stimulus check? It could potentially have massive impacts on it. Thank you, Lance. It may not prevent you from ultimately getting the $2,000 stimulus check in the month of January, but it may delay it. Let me explain why. There's three things at issue. The $2,000 stimulus check, the Cash Act, has to start with the House. It can get done today. It could get approved today. Land in the Senate. It can get done on Monday or Tuesday after Ossoff and Warnock are sworn in as your new blue senators out of Georgia. It can land in the Senate. It can be approved in the Senate. But does Nancy Pelosi want to send something to the President of the United States desk to work on that she's also impeaching? It sounds a little contradictory. And my prediction is no. My prediction is if you're impeaching someone, you don't want to send them anything to sign. That's the first thing. The second one is the impeachment is an overwhelmingly big undertaking. It is not an easy undertaking. It involves an enormous amount of staffing, an enormous amount of work, an enormous amount of press, an enormous amount of just everything. And to do it in 2 weeks or less than 2 weeks, it's an enormous task. And so do they have time to do that and anything else? Get their hair done, get to eat all ice cream? I don't think they do. Now, I've been surprised by them before, but I don't think they have time to do the two things together. I just think that then finally the third thing, it may send the wrong message. They may not want to send anything to a person that they think should not be in serving an office at all. They rather just wait to the 20th, which at this point is 13 days away. Thank you, Sandy, for the super chat. And thank you also for being a member. So I think it is potentially a suggestion. We will see a little bit. I mean, it's only been less than 24 hours since the unrest in Washington erupted, but we have not yet seen whether that $2,000 cash app, that question clearly has not been asked. Press reporters, have so many things to ask, and they never ask about your stimulus. So we often are at a disservice because we have to guess until actually someone asks the actual question. So the $2,000 until the pandemic ends, that's third stimulus package. That's a question on the screen from Red Phil. And thank you, Cherie, for joining as a Purple Hawk. So are we going to get the $2,000 between now and the 20th? Until we hear something otherwise, I'm saying that the window of opportunity could be getting narrower because suddenly they have a lot of work to do with an impeachment proceeding. They will do the impeachment proceeding. So that's the breaking news minutes ago. If someone asks them and says, hey, are you guys still good to do the Cash Act? I don't know. If I was there, I would say, sure, you can get everything done together. Just send it to him. And if he doesn't want to sign it, just do a veto override, get it done. You can do a veto override also in this time. So there's all that and more. Then there's the other concern. I didn't think about this one. This is why a live recording is sort of inevitable. Steve Mnuchin may resign. I don't know if Steve Mnuchin is going to resign. Cabinet members are resigning by the minute, so you have to have a Treasury Secretary to send out a stimulus check. Steve Mnuchin may resign. Thank you, Kalisha. I never thought of that permutation until just a second. The Transportation Secretary resigned just seconds before I went on camera. Melania's Chief of Staff resigned. The president's deputy press secretary has resigned. There's about, I think, maybe 6 people that are cabinet members or close to cabinet members who have resigned. So if Steve Mnuchin resigns, you don't get a stimulus check before the 20th. So there you go. Thank you for calling me Mr. Handsome, Karina. I appreciate that. I always appreciate comments like that. So there we go. The next one is the $600 stimulus check. The $600 stimulus check. Really great news if you did not join me on Mornings Lalate, but I think you did because it was a well-watched show. The great news with the stimulus check is 1, TurboTax, 2, H&R Block are really fixing it. So viewers have actually gotten the checks from those organizations or about to get the checks. So if you're TurboTax or H&R Block, you can sit back and relax because that check is coming. Thank you, Jeffrey, for becoming a Purple Hawk. That's really good news. I do not know anything about TaxSlayer. I do not know anything about these other tax preparers. Watch their websites. Next, paper check and electronic people. It's just slow. I had always told you 10 days from the day in which they sent it out. And Steve Mnuchin was like, you can get it in 2 days. Well, it's ironically now about 10 days from when Steve Mnuchin sent it out approximately. So suddenly it's looking like what I've always said. Barr, which lawyer resigned? Someone just said his lawyer resigned. Barr, his former attorney general, already had resigned. And Barr is calling out the entire events of yesterday as well. There's so much I could cover on that, but what I've promised to you is to cover the impact on your stimulus check because I have to get you money. And there you go. The $600 stimulus check. So electronically, if you've not gotten it, don't worry. Paper check, don't worry. It's still too early. The Track It tool in the IRS, sometimes reliable, sometimes not reliable. I think it's going to be a slower process. I think it's going to be, at least another week until we see more viewers of this channel getting the paper checks and the electronic. If you got the check for some of the family members, but not all of them, there is no fix-it at the moment. I know that some of you have been told that you need to file your tax return to get the check, that it's somehow missing. I don't know if that's true yet. I don't know if it's true. H&R Block, Minnesota. Chris got mine a week ago. Oh, good. So I have some people from H&R Block who still not gotten it, but they're all getting it. So that's really good news. Um, so then let me go over to third stimulus in a second. Actually, I'll go to over that in about the 16-minute mark. Is Biden working on third stimulus? He is. Is the House working on it? No, not yet. Um, what's it? Hazard pay, third stimulus. I'll get to that about the 16-minute mark of this video. So now, will we be able to update our banking information? No. Not if the banking information that they have for electronic is not working, then they're sending it by paper check. My husband got it on Monday on his Emerald card. Well, congratulations. There you go. Do the stimulus skimmy. The stimulus skimmy. The stimulus skimmy. To the left, to the left. The stimulus shuffle. Uh, when does EPUA start again? It has started for D Holmes. FPUC, UI, PUA have now been extended on the second stimulus package. PUA and UI have been now restarted and are continuing all the way to March 14th of 2021. Your state may take some time to get you from inactive to active. Go and watch your state's unemployment website daily. It'll take a little bit of time. FPUC is being paid much better than ever predicted. There's about 7 states, thank you, Scott, for becoming a Purple Hawk. There's about 7 states that have paid FPUC to some viewers. Even if you're in a state where some viewers have gotten paid and you haven't gotten paid, don't worry. It's just taking a little bit of time. So California, New York, Rhode Island, Florida, Texas, you may not have gotten anything. You may still be on lockdown with your account. Don't worry. Massachusetts, they've gotten as well. So there you go. The next thing, SNAP benefits. Yes, you're going to get 6 months of SNAP. So either you got the 15% increase this month's benefits, or you're going to start getting them next month. And then the pandemic EBT on Mornings LLA, I realized that I was adding an I to it. I was making it an accounting term. EBIT is an accounting term. So it's pandemic EBT or PEBT. One person called up to get that $114 per child that's staying home because of schools closed. You get about $114 per child per month and asked, can I get that pandemic EBIT? And they're like, what? I've never heard of pandemic EBIT. Well, it's pandemic EBT, but if the person says what, as they always do, just say PBET. Oh, yeah, PEBT. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I never heard of a pandemic. So there you go. Free internet. Oh, my goodness. Free internet. So if you're a member or you have joined, you were the first for me to reveal about an hour ago that one of the insiders, Terrell, who I think he's in the Instagram room right now. Terrell gave me a tip, and some viewers on Mornings LA gave me a tip that they believe the free internet will be through Lifeline, and I will be reposting it on the community page. I'll be reposting it on the community page of this channel, not the community page of LLA, but the community page of this channel. I'll be reposting the link, and I'll also post it in the comments to this video where that Lifeline free internet may be. You can also just Google Lifeline Internet. It's the first result. Lifeline Internet. It's run by the federal government. We have been wondering where that free internet will be. It does not. If you go to the website, it says how to apply, but it doesn't say anything about the second stimulus package. It says nothing about stimulus. So it looks like maybe they're putting money into a federal program that already was there, and that federal program will take care of you. It looks like that's how they're doing it. The website talks about reduced internet prices, but maybe there is a point in there that talks about free internet. Not particularly clear. At the moment, I don't know for sure. At the moment, it's 50-50. I don't know if this is the free internet spot that is indicated under the second stimulus package. Free broadband. Remember, $49 for anyone that's a low-income family, $49,000 or less is generally what we're talking about. And there we are at the 15-minute mark. My goodness, what a day it is. Thank you for joining me. This is Lalate direct from Los Angeles, and this is Home Lalate, our midday lighthearted show that gives you a little bit of update about stimulus, and then cutting to some home decor items. In this video, in about 5 minutes, I'm going to go over A strange way to keep things easy breezy and lighthearted. Keychains around the home are just sort of fun, and everyone has unusual keychains. Just pile them up in unusual places, and you can have a lot of fun and a lot of commentary. That coming up in about a minute, about 4 minutes from now. But at the 15-minute mark, if you've not subscribed, please subscribe. Go to the first channel, subscribe. Hit the alert button so you can alert when a new video goes live, and also like this video. I'll next be with you at 3:30 Pacific Standard Time for Afternoons Lalate. 4 shows today. Make sure you watch all 4 shows. And thank you for the new members, the new Purple Hawks, Purple Powers, and Calcino VIPs who have now joined. You joined by, and is Isla right there, just became a Purple Hawk. You join, there's a word join right on this video page. You hit it to join. Lifeline also does have free cell phones. They have they have a lot of wonderful services. So it's a great service. Let me get to the breaking news. The breaking news is that Nancy Pelosi will move to impeach the President of the United States if his cabinet does not do 25th Amendment. And this, while I'm not going to spend a lot of, thank you, Brett, for the becoming a Purple Hawk. While I'm not going to spend a lot of time in politics, I'm going to focus on how that impacts your second stimulus. It does not affect your second stimulus, the one that's now law. Second stimulus is the Mar-a-Lago stimulus, the one he signed in Mar-a-Lago. It doesn't impact it because it's already law. The money's already been sent out. It doesn't impact Biden's stimulus, third stimulus, because by then, Biden's in office. What it does potentially impact is the $2,000 stimulus check coming between now and January 20th. It's going to come, but will it come before January 20th? It may not. Why? Because if the cabinet members don't do 25th Amendment, Nancy will do impeachment hearings, and they will overwhelm the staff and the workforce and the workflow of cabinet members for the next 14 days, that they may not have time to get to a $2,000 stimulus check. Not that they don't want to do it, they just may not have time to do it in the next 14 days approximately. And there you go. Thank you, Heather, for joining us. Meantime, great news for TurboTax and H&R Block. They fixed their situation for your $600 stimulus check. It's coming if you've not gotten already. Paper checks are still delayed. Electronic receipt checks are still delayed. The $300 of FPUC is landing in some states. Other people in the same states are delayed. SNAP benefits are 15% increase currently for this month. If you're not getting it this month, you get it next month. And there's so much else hitting. And what's also hitting in the next few days is PPP and EIDL. The EIDL grant will be for farmers and agriculture and will also be for businesses in the low-income communities. The EIDL grant has a little bit more clarity on SBA's website today. And what it says about the EIDL grant is it's to offset as an advance against the loan. So one of the things I don't know the answer to as I sit here right now is whether if you got the EIDL loan physically in your hands, if you can still get the grant. It's a little confusing because the grant was supposed to come before the loan. Let me give you an example. Thank you, Gerald, for the super chat. Thank you, the other person who just became a hawk. Let me give you an example. Let's say your EIDL loan is $10,000, but your EIDL grant is $1,000. They're supposed to say, okay, we'll give you $9,000 EIDL loan because we just gave you $1,000 grant. But what happens if you already got a loan but not a grant? Will they come back and give you extra money? I don't know. That is a really unclear situation. I had someone just send me a DM. I'm a farmer and rancher. Can I get that EIDL grant? Not yet. When it goes live, I will announce it for you. By becoming a member, I announce things to members just a few minutes before non-members. But remember, I'm here to help everyone. So I'm here to help everyone of every economic status, whatever you are, whether you're an independent contractor, whether you're a single mom, whether you're a disabled vet, I'm here to help everyone. So you ask the questions and I answer them. The next thing is PPP. And thank you, Nora, for becoming a Purple Hack. The next thing is PPP. PPP will be around the corner in just seconds. You can get your applications already on file with the fin banks. And the fin banks are saying, hey, get your stuff on file with us and we'll be ready to pounce as soon as we see clarity from SBA. All really great news. So now at the 19-minute mark, let me turn to third stimulus package and third stimulus as well. Third stimulus has so much coming for you in about 20 days. And I love how the Purple Hawks have been woohoo, as someone just said, Sir Halford. So many people joining as Purple Hawks. They have. I'm just really shocked. Um, uh, the third stimulus package is absolutely going to be delicious. And what will include? It will include the $2,400 of SSI and SSDI, so Biden represents. The remainder of your $10,000 EIDL grant. Your FPUC retro back to July, $600 a week. Your Lifeline grant potentially. Your CDC grant potentially. Hazard pay, rent, food, utilities, mortgage forbearance, student loan debt forgiveness, eviction moratorium. A lot of stuff. And I'm going to be here to help you make sure you get all this. And it's so exciting across the board. You're blinking. I know Instagram's been blinking today, and I don't know why. I think it's the position of where the Instagram camera is. So electronic paper in Georgia, no PUA yet. Wow. So Scott got his $600 check, stimulus check paper in Georgia. So congratulations, not got an FPUC. I know other people have gotten their FPUC in Georgia though. So sort of a confusion mixture. Still didn't get our $1,200 stimulus check. It's been over a week. Yeah, a lot of people haven't gotten anything, Sandra. And there you go. Now at the 21-minute mark, let me give you some home fun decor suggestions. You know, everyone has keychains around the house. You got keychains when you went on vacation. You went keychains when your daughter's kid was at school and they made cute keychains. You have keychains where you don't even know where you got the keychains from. And keychains is a lot of fun. And people always presume the keychains have to sit at the back door hanging on a wall. Well, guess what? Keychains are sort of really cute decor. And believe it or not, I even sometimes wear keychains as a necklace. I kid you not. There's some really funky, nice keychains out there. But what in this video I want to express to you is that you can actually take a keychain, MSC, yes, I forgot MSCs in the third stimulus package as well. You can also take keychains and just put them wherever you want to put them. For example, you can put a keychain in a cluster of keychains on your kitchen counter. Here's some cute keychains I love. I'm not quite sure where I got these from, actually. The bottom of the keychain is broken off, clearly, so it's no longer a keychain. But as you see, it's a very cute little skateboard. It looks purplish on camera. It's more in the dark pink mode or light purple. Has a little cartoon character. Let me show the Instagram room. And I have another one here. Has a butterfly. And you see, just something sort of silly like that. Doesn't take up a lot of space. I have many as Gabs. Yes, and you see how many, you know, there's in highfalutin art circles, they call this kitsch or clutter. But I call it, you know, fun. You just put a lot of stuff together. Look how small it is. It's literally like half the size of your hand. And you can cluster it together. Here's some other stuff I've gotten over the years. This was also a keychain at one time. It broke off. It's a tennis shoe. It's not a Jordan. It's a rhinestone tennis shoe. It's a rhinestone tennis shoe. And whatever better is when you have two at the same time. Just two of different colors. So here's a tennis shoe, another one. It's a yellow one and a pink one. And so imagine you just have a little bit of extra space on your countertop and you put some tennis shoes and you put a keychain and there you go. You don't have to have expensive decor. You're making some cafe latte and you're looking up and you're like, when does Lalate come live? Oh, he's about to come live. And you're looking up and you see, oh, there's a skateboard and some tennis shoes. Really sort of fun. It's not a Jordan. It's not a mini Jordan. It's not a Scottie Pippen. It's not anything of it. It's, you know, it's not a Marco Rubio either. It's not a tiny Marco Rubio. It's a tiny little shoe. And there you go. The exciting news is that you can take the keychains and, you know, skate away all your bad thoughts or kick away all your bad tennis shoes and just keep it lighthearted and easy breezy. There you go. So now at the 25-minute mark, as we continue to flicker on Instagram, and you're just thinking, wait a second, I have all these darn keychains. Maybe I should just make a little cluster hell of keychains in the corner. It's Mercury shoes. It's somewhat. Let me answer some of your incredible questions. Any questions you have for afternoons? Can you show the keychain necklace? Oh, I didn't have it. What did maybe I'll wear it another time. I took a sort of higher end keychain and put it on a necklace. It was all sort of brushed metal or nickel, whatever you call it. So it all matched, and so there you go. Oh boy. Dance dress. Yeah. So, what when is the $1,400 coming? So it's not coming now, and it may not come before the 20th. Because Nancy Pelosi is now saying she's going to do a impeachment, and the impeachment may delay. Hazard pay, third stimulus package. Yes, great question, Jason. Hazard pay, third stimulus. Uh, You're hilarious. Someone on Instagram said, I'm pulling over. I'm pulling the car over. Okay. Oh, someone upgraded to purple power. Well, thank you for upgrading to purple power. I appreciate that. Good day, Mr. Purple. Hello, Doris. How are you? Adult dependents, 18-year-old, no job. Does she get a check or me? Under second stimulus, the Mar-a-Lago stimulus, no. Under Cash Act, yes. I want to keep LA keychain, says Jeff Roberto. I haven't gotten my second stimulus check electronically like that. How do you become a member? You just hit that join button, the little join button, and you could become a hawk, purple hawk, or a purple power, or a Calcino VIP. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Well, wait. Sir Lawrence, we'll give you a lot of respect if you're. There's no join button. Yeah, there is. It's on the side. It's on the side of under the title of the video. And if you don't see it there, you go to the front of the channel. When will my employment be up and running again? Big Mike. I think Big Mike's California. I don't know. California. I have a lot of viewers who are not positive yet on their accounts. Someone asked about the free internet. Yeah, so if you're joining me late, the free internet is Lifeline. Just Google Lifeline Internet, but I'll also drop it into the links of this video. I'll drop it into the comments of this video, and I'll also post it on the community page of this channel, not the community page of... When does the assistance for child support start? Oh, that's a great question. When does the assistance for child support start? I don't know. I can look that up for you. I have to remember. Is stimulus 3 check for... I missed the question. When will we get more checks, stimulus checks? In February. But please don't be a donut guy. Don't just sit back and wait for stimulus checks. Elaine, have you watched Ozark? I have not watched Ozark. This is purple. Is there anything my son can do? Is there anything your son can do? I don't know. He might qualify for the free internet. When will I receive the FPUC? I've not seen the $300. It may take time. You're going to have to see your account switch from inactive to active, then be able to certify for benefits, and then go from able to certify for benefits actually active. LA, you have to change this green. Yeah, do people want me to change the green? I can do a custom emojis or custom, what do they call this? Custom badges. I can change it to custom badges. What about student loan debt forgiveness? That's third stimulus package. Thank you, Tasser Wissolo, for becoming a Purple Hawk. Call nonprofits yesterday. Oh, it's flying the questions now. How is PEUC different? Wow, I can't even see the questions. They're zooming. Oh my God. It's just, are we getting another one on top of now? No, the Cash Act is not happening right this second. Paper checks in Florida. Another question about paper checks. I've seen less than 10% of viewers get paper checks. I've seen a lot of slowness in the paper checks for viewers. A lot of slowness. How much will the next check be? The next stimulus check will be the Cash Act, fix it. So that will be the $1,400. And then we go into Biden's stimulus. LA, what does EIDL mean for everyone? Thank you. That's a great question. So D Sharp in the Instagram room says, please explain what EIDL is. EIDL, there's 2 EIDLs to make it very clear. There's EIDL grant and EIDL loan. For a couple weeks, you've heard me talk about EIDL loan on this channel. I talked about a lot in October and November. It's a loan. It's a 30-year loan. And then EIDL grant is a grant. They have not had money for the grant since May. And people sometimes just presume they want a grant, but the loan is really helpful. Let me explain who qualifies for this. Anyone who is a Schedule C person, who has a Schedule C tax return on their tax return, or has a corporate tax return, SSI, or excuse me, a corporation or an EI or an LLC, who's impacted by the pandemic. Now, for in October and November, I talked about the benefit of getting an EIDL loan because this is a lot of money. It could be 150, it could be 200, it could be 350, $400,000, and could carry you throughout the end of this pandemic. And then if you don't need it, just give it back. It's free, no principal and interest for the first year. Now EIDL grant is coming back. The EIDL grant is an advance for the loan. And the EIDL grant coming live in the next few days is for one, businesses in low-income communities, with very low clarity from SBA yet how they're going to do that. And two, farmers and ranchers. I've done farmers and ranchers because they had that before in May. I did that as well. It's very, very, very simple. Then in Biden third stimulus, the EIDL grant will be open for everyone that qualifies as small business or Schedule C tax return. Walbert, thank you for becoming a Purple Hawk. Thank you so much. Do they have a replacement for Steve Mnuchin? They do not. They do not have cabinet replacements under the Trump administration. So if Mnuchin quits, there is no one ready to replace him. They have an undersecretary of Treasury. I don't know if that person can take the wings. I don't think that person procedurally can become secretary of Treasury. I think he has to be approved by the Senate. Thank you, Philip, for also becoming a Purple Hawk. So if Mnuchin quits, you ain't going to see anything before the 20th. And then Janet Yellen will be your next Treasury Secretary on the 20th. If I receive the first, talk about the CDC grant. I don't know much about the CDC grant, except it's underwritten by CDC. It's for frontline workers. It's for essential workers. Don't know much about it. It's as simple as that. It appeared in the HEROES Act, has not appeared in any Biden papers. So it's one of those two things, that and the Lifeline grant, which are Pelosi HEROES Act items, but not Biden. Not Biden mentioned items. So we don't know if they'll survive under Biden. How do I become a Purple Hawk? By joining and going to the Fun's channel. There's a join button if you go to youtube.com/Lalate. Change the green to purple. Okay. Get a lot of requests. PEBT for PA. I don't know what PA, Pennsylvania. Yes, everyone can get a PEBT if the child stayed home because of the from school because of the pandemic. You call 211 or call the Department of Agriculture where you are. How do I get one of these new member things? You go to the front of the channel and hit the join button. Who gets the 14-year-old check? There is no check yet for the 14-year-old because he's an adult dependent. He's excluded under the second stimulus package. He's under the fix-it bill. He's why they fix things. And so there you are. Now, as we come up on the 33-minute mark, what a day it is. Thank you for joining me. What a day is unfolding. The breaking news as you join me this afternoon is that Nancy Pelosi is moving for impeachment of the President of the United States, which will potentially slow down or impede or not allow time for the Cash Act $1,400 fix-it bill that would provide you the remainder of the $2,000 stimulus check under the second stimulus package. The reason why is because an impeachment proceeding in 14 days is a lot of work. It takes a lot of time, a lot of staffers, and they may not have time to do anything else. So we don't yet know if the $2,000 stimulus check is going to get delayed or not delayed. I don't know. I'm just giving you a fair warning. We've heard nothing about it since the events of yesterday. But the great news is that the events of yesterday have nothing to do with your second stimulus package. Viewers now believe that Lifeline might be where the free internet is. I'll be dropping that link into this comments of this video. Also post it on the community page. I don't know for certain that's where the free internet's going to be. The good news is that a lot of great stuff in the second stimulus package is rolling out, and more will be rolling out as well. This also does not impact third stimulus, which is the multiple stimulus checks of Joe Biden starting around January 20th by bill and by law. And what a day it is. Thank you for joining me. Make sure you go to the French channel, subscribe. Also hit the alert button and also like this video. I'll see you on Afternoons LA. 4 shows. First, check. Third stimulus package. Purple will be coming back. Then Being a Mitch. And also thank you for the new members. If you want to become a member, go to the French channel, hit the join button, and also like this video. Have a great afternoon and see you in a little bit.